Yeah.
I'm home. You're home in Detroit City. There's no place like home. Just tell me what you need. It's all right here, in Detroit. Don't matter what it is, it's all right here. Oh.
I don't really like to be called a blogger. I like to be called a content creator because I actually write. I'm not just posting pictures that are pretty. I'm talking about issues that matter. So I got started blogging in 2013. I thought blogging was kind of glamorous and it was cool to do, not really thinking that just by being me, it was gonna create this whole like movement. I got hurt at work. I hurt my knee and my back and my elbow, and I was just in bed, just sulking. It was bad. I was in a lot of pain. So I started an Instagram page, and I figured out what hashtags were. It was a plus size model hashtag. I clicked on it, and I saw this model blogger. Her name's Essie Golden, and she just was like, this picture where she was killing it because she was so fierce. I'm just like, I can do that too. The name Beauty and the Muse came out of nowhere. Like literally, I didn't even think about it. It just was like Beauty and the Muse. Okay, that's the name. Wow. Then I started taking like ridiculously grainy photos, bad fashion, the most random thing you can ever like think to wear. I put that on and rock it like I was just the stuff. People are like, oh my God, like you're so inspiring. You're Black, you're fat, and you're Muslim, and you're like educated. Like wow. And I'm getting like fangirl messages from
everybody,
from Asia and Africa, like, you know, we've never seen someone like you before.
Got how many followers now?
It ranges from like hundreds to thousands. I run 4 social media accounts, which is pretty hectic. It's a lot. Everybody wants followers, right? Because people equate the number of followers you have to your right and your value. And that was me at one point. The moment that I stopped caring was the moment that I started getting followers. Okay. The moment that I was like, you know what? I'm doing dope stuff and I write about things that matter. Okay. And I feel really good about the projects that I have done and what I've accomplished. I don't really care anymore. I'm just gonna keep doing it because this is like what I like to do. Right. And I swear to God, at that moment, people started really digging it.
Say sets you apart? Surely there's other people who do what you do.
I don't really compete or worry about what people do in my field because that doesn't, at the end of the day, help me. Right. But what sets me apart from like other bloggers would be that I'm an artist first and a business person second, even though I have a business degree, and it should be the other way around. I'm not an advertising blogger. I'm not an advertising company. Right. And bloggers that do that, that's cool, but I'm not falling over a brick or a log to get you to sponsor me. Yeah. And like I said before, it's ups and downs to that because I don't make a lot of money from it, right? But when I do get a campaign, it's an amazing campaign.
And what are some major publications that you've been a part of, and how did those projects come up?
Yeah, so I've been featured in Marie Claire UK, 17 Mag, their Instagram page. So that was big because I was very into 17 magazine when I was younger. Okay. Like they never had anyone who looked like me. It was amazing to be an almost 30-year-old woman being featured. So I was just like, wow, like
that's gotta be groundbreaking.
That's cool. It was. I'm just like, wow, that's so cool. I've been featured in BuzzFeed twice. Okay. Huffington Post 3 times, okay. Yahoo Style, Bustle, like editors or people who like working for these companies, and they, I guess, follow my work. And so when an opportunity arises, they'll be like, hey, feature her. That's how usually it happens. I'm referred by somebody who just follows me, okay, who has influence with these publications.
So you spoke to me recently about an award that you won. So tell me what that was, how that came about, what came along with winning the award, and what that means to you.
It's still like, it's overwhelming to even think about it. There's this foundation called the Kresge Foundation. They do a lot of fellowships for artists in the city and in Michigan. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I wanted them to be like blown away. Like, I wanted to grab them by the collar and I wanted them to be shooken up a little bit. So I started off super raw, super hard, super dynamic. Just opened myself up to them, and as an artist, a true artist. They sent me an email saying that I didn't win the Kresge Fellowship, but you won the Gilda Award. And I'm just like, oh my God. That they thought like my work, and this is like not pictures, because I always get accolades for my photos. Like, oh, she's so pretty, she's so photogenic. This was strictly my words.
That means
it's so much more, it's so much more. So this is like the biggest accolade or accomplishments.
Do you get money to support your art? What does that mean?
The Gilda Award, it's a small art grant so that you can kind of fund your creative passions and endeavors. So mine is like traveling to other states, putting Detroit on the map, and being like, hey, you know, there's some dope artists here. You know, I'm African American, I'm fat, I'm Muslim, and I do art, I live art, I breathe it, it's me. And I'm also, you know, I'm a Detroiter.
Tell me, what are some of the top 3 things that you would tell young women who are reading 17, like that age demographic?
I actually wrote an article or an essay about that, a letter to my younger self, where I kind of dropped that knowledge, because there's a lot of stuff that I wish somebody would have told me. The first thing that I would tell them is that you have to be comfortable with who you are, because who else is going to be comfortable with you if you're not comfortable with you? You have to kind of be self-centered. And not like self-centered where it's like arrogant, I don't care about myself, selfish, but self-centered. Like, I am centering myself in this space. I am here, I'm strong, I'm confident, and I will be respected as such. Another thing is to be original. With social media, a lot of people are fake or they're copycats of somebody else. Be inspired by somebody and take that inspiration and make it to your own situation. And the third thing is to support your fellow women. That's lacking, I think, right now. If someone has beautiful lipstick on like yourself, girl, that color is amazing on you. A lot of times we're scared to speak to each other. We're scared to do anything with each other. If you see her struggling, support her, because we all need support. Like, I need support still. I do think like mentors are definitely important. So if you do want to do something like blogging or modeling or writing or anything you want to do, find someone who's in your field, because that's definitely going to help you. They're going to kind of steer you and guide you. Even if it's not someone in your field, but let's say like I'm a writer, I know DJs or people who sing or people who dance. I also get inspiration and I guess mentorship from them. We might not do the same thing, but we are in the creative field. Figure out what it is you want to do, and is this a hobby or do you want to make this a career? Like, what are the current trends for blogging? You know, what is my niche? It's finding your niche and finding your voice.
Right.
And then patience and diligence.
Yeah. I'm home. You're home in Detroit City. There's no place like home. Just tell me what you need. It's all right here in Detroit.